Hey everyone, it's Barbara Depta, high performance coach and founder of Beyond Stretch. Today I want to make sure that I will help you to visualize and understand why I teach professional athletes about Tensegrity system. This not simple but interesting tool was brought up to my attention by Thomas Myers, the creator of Anatomy Trains. He's probably the best person who explains to practitioners like myself what it does and how it can help us to understand the human body to prevent injuries. And that's exactly what I teach the professional athletes I work with. How, by looking at the Tensegrity system and your body, can help them to train smarter and more effectively, not just one muscle at a time, by paying attention what can happen to your body if you don't pay attention to your ligaments, your tendons, and your fascia. So, let me get right into it. In the Tensegrity structure, those dowels and those caps stand for your bones. Those rubbers stand for your connective tissue, your ligaments, your tendons, and the fabulous fascia system. That fascia system that floats in between your bones, that connects the one muscle with another, your ligaments and tendons, your organs. It's around your organs, in between, it's literally everywhere. So, when you look at the body, that the bones are floating in the space of soft tissue, the fascia, ligaments, and tendons, like I said, you will see and realize that the soft tissue plays an enormous role in your structural balance. So let me give you an example of a core muscle. Let's think that those two rubbers stand for your QL. QL is that deep core muscle that allows you side bend. So if this muscle in itself is tight and it pulls the entire fascia lines that it is connected through, and there's not just a one fascia line that really flies through the side of your core, but several of them. So if this gets tight, can you see how it pulls the structural of your body together and it pulls everything with it? It literally creates a pull across the entire structure. So that's how the body works. So again, I want you to understand that by not taking care sometimes of a one muscle, we don't have to speak about the core, but this is my example. One muscle in your core, you can create a lot of compensations in your body, strength-wise, flexibility-wise. That's why you shouldn't train only one muscle even at a time. You should pay attention how the muscles fly through that fascia system and then the Tensegrity system, and how even paying attention to your flexibility of your muscles along those lines can help you to stay stronger, more balanced, and more flexible. So it brings me down to really my final point. Don't train and stretch one muscle at a time and just that muscle over and over and over. So for example, constantly doing side bends for your lateral core exposure and your strength. Make sure that you do figure eights. Make sure that you do hip flexion. Make sure that you do hip flexion and hip extension. That's your core as well. Make sure that you do rotation with side bend. Make sure that you work through the lines of the fascia, making sure that the Tensegrity system is stable and holds everything in a one place. And that will bring me to my final point, that thankfully to understanding the Tensegrity system, I became more involved in my athletes' health. And I created 2 different programs. One, simple 6-pack for healthy back, where you understand how you can train your core muscles without doing 1 crunch or 1 plank. And then a second, I want to say more deeper in a knowledge and understanding of a fascia system program that is called Fascia Flow and Core. That program not only takes into consideration the fascia system, but a proper breathing techniques that will allow you to create sexy, smart, and stable core, again, without doing 1 crunch or a plank during the entire program. So I hope you will take the moment and you will click on the link below, because that will take you directly to the page that will explain more about 2 of the programs, and you will be able to make a smart decision for yourself how you can stay healthy and prevent injuries in your own body.